Hi, welcome to Messier Mantra. I'm your host, Mike Messier. On this episode, we have a very good friend of mine. He's a special guest. He's a filmmaker, a business owner, and entrepreneur, Tony Demings. Tony.
Nice to meet you, Michael.
And you're overdue to be on the Messier Mantra because you and I have done a lot of stuff together.
Quite a few years, your acting classes and everything in between.
And you've done a lot of stuff for the community as far as hosting events at the Brooklyn Coffee and Tea House, the Scene, Southeast New England Film, Music, and Arts Festival.
Right, then we created RHODYWOOD to be a catalytic for local filmmakers and international all over the world.
And you host RHODYWOOD Critique Night, Short Film Critique Night.
That is correct. For the local filmmakers, it helps them, especially when they don't have it finally edited. It kind of makes it smooths out. We catch it and we question them before they finalize their film. And
these events take place, for those that don't know.
Normally on the first Thursday of each month at 7 o'clock.
And the venue is 209 Douglas Avenue, Providence, Rhode Island.
Providence. It's co-branded. What I decided to do, I decided to keep Brooklyn Coffee Tea House was original, and people didn't want me to take it down because they like it for music and stuff like that. So we co-branded about 4 years ago. Brooklyn Coffee Tea House and RHODYWOOD Studio.
Right. So the Brooklyn Coffee and Tea House started in the mid-1990s, I believe. Is that right?
1999. We officially started in 2000.
Okay, great. And what we're going to talk about today is a short film that was filmed at the Brooklyn Coffee and Tea House.
That's correct.
And we're gonna play it, but it's basically just before we see it. The movie takes place, and it basically tells the story of your life. So we won't give too much away, but
right.
just so we know the players a little bit. A good friend of ours, Skip Shea, directed. Another good friend, Mary DeBerry, produced. And what was your role in this life story?
Well, I'm the executive producer. My role is I was raised in an orphanage, and it took me 60 years to find out who I was. And this film is going to basically tell what happened. I made this film partly because of you. Because you were doing acting classes and you inspired me. But what held me back for a few years is my adopted mom was still living. I couldn't do that to her.
Right.
So when she passed away, I decided to do a little story about myself, a full feature, but could not afford to do the full feature about life in the orphanage. So this is basically just saying how I found out who I was.
Okay, well, it's a great film. I've seen it about 8 or 9 times, and now very happy to share this film with the Messier Mantra audience. It's called Children of the Asylum.
That's correct.
The life story of Tony Demings. Let's check out Children of the Asylum right here on Messier Mantra.
Hi, how are you? Come on in.
Good, Tony. How you doing?
Good, good.
Hey Tony, how's it going?
If I was any better, it would be illegal. Oh yeah. Hi. Good. There you go. Just the way you like it.
Thanks, Tony.
Well, you charge extra for that balancing act?
How do you think I balance my books? Hey! Hey, excuse me! You forgot your muffins.
Thanks, Tony.
Tony? Are you Anthony Demings?
Yes, I am, but nobody's called me that for years.
These are for you. Anthony, they'll take you home.
Home? I am home. I live upstairs.
Oh, Anthony, you'll understand much better after you read the letters.
Who are they from?
Your destiny.
These letters are from 1946. It's from my mom. It's from my mom. It's from my real mom. My dearest Anthony.
My dearest Anthony, I'm trying to make the best of things, but it isn't easy. I love you so much, I can't stand it. And I'm not that far away, really, but I have to go. I can't bear the pain any longer. I have to leave. I hope in time, my beautiful son, you will be able to understand.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like everyone to know how very proud we are to perform our music here for you at this wonderful USO ball. Relax and let the music get inside of you. Have some drinks. Unwind.
Make my body quiver. Send shivers.
Excuse me. My name is Officer Stevens with the United States Navy. May I ask your name?
Joyce? Joyce Marchetti?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Joyce. I've just returned from a long time at sea, and, well, it would be my pleasure to... I'd like to ask if you'd like to dance with me.
Well, then ask me.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Very sorry about that. Would you like to dance with me?
Yes, I would like to dance with you.
Who are you looking for?
Oh, nobody. Just my sister. She's...
Oh, well, I'm very glad you said yes.
I'm very glad you asked me to dance.
You're welcome.
Let's not think about anything else tonight, okay? Just let everything float away.
Sounds perfect.
Okay.
With one touch, oh how I feel. Please never go away. Be my inspiration. Be every breath I take. Be the one that I adore, so divine, the love we make.
How are you feeling, Joyce? Any nausea?
Why, yes. How did you know?
Well, the news is confirmed. Congratulations, Joyce. You're going to have a baby.
No, this can't be. Oh, Robert. Robert, where are you? I love him, Doctor. I do love him.
There. I'm sure the father will be thrilled.
No. I mean, I love him, but I can't find him. I love him.
Hello, I'm Miss Julia Rager, and I will be assisting you in your pursuit of an orphanage to help with the upcoming adoption.
It's nice to meet you, Miss Rager. I'm Joyce.
It's very nice to meet you, Joyce. It's important that you understand the rules of your situation. Unwed mothers do not have a lot of choices, Joyce. The best thing is to give the infant up so that he or she can be adopted into a loving, stable family, and you'll be able to return to the church. Joyce, stop it. This really is what's best for the child. The child will not have access to any of your information. I know this is difficult to hear, but it's what will happen.
Come on, Joyce. Sign the paperwork. My dear Miss Rager, thanks for everything you've done for me so far. I'm writing to you now from the Home for Unwed Mothers. This isn't like home, but I can assure you I'm more than grateful to you for all the kindness you've shown towards me. The day I arrived here, I worked from 1 p.m. until 4:35 p.m. in the nurses' quarters, typing. Oh, my achy back. The girl they had there had retired, and from there, I was shifted to the nurses' dining hall, stacking trays, washing and drying dishes. I think it's time. Nurse! Nurse! Oh! You help me. Oh! Oh! It's a boy. Anthony. I named him Anthony in honor of Saint Anthony and all the favors he has bestowed upon me.
Anthony.
Yes, Anthony.
Anthony, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
I can't believe it. I can't believe I have to give away my baby.
You must be strong now. Being strong now is what will get you through this. This is what is best for Anthony.
I know. I feel so much pain. My heart is breaking.
Joyce, remember, you promised you would trust me.
The nuns. The nuns. The orphanage. The orphanage.
Tag, you're right. Oh darn, you always get me, Anthony. I know, I'm the best. Shh, don't let the nuns hear us. We're not supposed to be goofing around inside. We're supposed to be in bed. I know, I'm just so excited. I mean, it's Christmas, the baby Jesus' birthday. I know, Anthony, it is exciting, but we don't want to upset Sister Teresa tonight. No. Are you afraid of her? A little. Don't worry, I'm here. And it's Christmas. Did you see all the presents under the tree? I hope there's a red bike under there. Michael? Michael? No. No. I'm all alone. No! No!
Michael is going to have a fine life. A very fine life. He's been adopted.
No, he went into the black hole.
Anthony, do you remember when I told you that your turn would come too?
Yes.
Do you remember what I told you?
That I had to be strong.
That's right, Anthony. And now, it's time for you to be strong.
No, I don't want to go.
It's time to be strong. Anthony, I need you to come with me.
Time to be strong? He is strong. He's just afraid. He's afraid of losing his family and friends into that black hole. We're both afraid of going into that black hole. Don't you understand? Why don't you tell him? Explain it to him so he won't be afraid.
Tony, I need you to be strong. Remember?
Hello, Anthony. Anthony, this is Fred and Diane Demings. And these nice people, they want to adopt you. Do you know what that means? They want to be your parents and give you a real home. Something we can't give you here. Anthony, are you afraid to go?
Hi, Anthony. I'm Diane. I know you're scared, but believe me, we don't want you to be afraid. In fact, we love you and we want to take care of you.
That's right, Anthony. You know, we got a great house. Got a big yard you can play in. And I understand you like tricycles. Especially red ones. So how's that sound? Good.
Tony, you okay?
I'm fine.
Yes, Tony. And he is now too. He gets to call those people Mom and Dad. And Mr. and Mrs. Demings know, thanks to Miss Rager, that Anthony really likes to ride bikes. Especially red ones.
Wow. How'd you know?
We know these things.
Left the past far behind me. I've come a long way on my own, until I heard their voices calling me home. I hear my demons calling, like a lover left behind. It would be so easy to go back in time, back in time. In the night I hear them calling, but I will not be afraid. I've come too far to sell my soul in trade. I won't be swayed. won't be looking back when the red leaves fall, when the red leaves fall. I keep my eyes on the road before me and watch the signs along the way, never doubting where I am today. I hear my demons calling like a lover left behind. It would be so easy to go back in time, back in time. And in the night I hear them calling, but I will not be afraid, 'cause I've come too far to sell my soul in trade. I won't be swayed. I won't be looking back when the red leaves fall, when the red leaves fall. I won't be looking back when the red leaves fall, when the red leaves fall. Yeah, I hear my demons calling like a lover left behind. It would be so easy to go back in time, back in time. And in the night I hear them calling, but I will not be afraid, 'cause I've come too far to sell my soul in trade. I won't be swayed. I won't be looking back when the red leaves fall, when the red leaves...
Children of the Asylum by my guest on this episode of Messier Mantra, Tony Demings. Tony, I love that movie. Just, you know, I know you, and I heard pieces of your life story, but never all together, and this really captures it.
Yeah, it does.
How's it feel to watch the movie now? It's a couple of years past making it, you know.
It's still emotional. As you'll see in the movie, I never saw my mother in the script. I was reading the letters. The audience sees her. It's something, it was a closure for me.
Right.
I needed that closure, and I did achieve it. The entire film was filmed in the Brooklyn Coffee Tea House, and I think what's happened, some people said, where was it filmed? That used to come to the Brooklyn. And they says it was filmed in the Brooklyn Coffee Tea House, so they were following the story, not so much the scene, so that meant I think it was good. I also have a full version of 100 pages, but ultimately I'd like to send it out to a theater production if anybody in this TV land. It needs to be told in a theater production.
Right, live stage
live
performance.
stage.
So that was good. That was kind of answers my follow-up question, which is a couple. We only have about 4 minutes, but what would you like to see go with this and stage live performance? Is kind of.
I would like to see it go live performance, also in any of the orphanages around the world. Children are still children today as they were yesterday. They don't have what they call, as much in America, orphanages. They call them like a halfway house or the rehabs, whatever they do. But when Katrina occurred, was that hurricane in New Orleans?
Katrina?
Katrina came out. It displaced thousands of children. So you probably will need a modified version of an orphanage in the event of emergency, because the richest asset for any country is your children.
Wow.
So.
And you've got to be pretty proud of yourself, having, you know, you were, I would say, lucky to get a really nice family to adopt you as a child, and you've had and continue to have a pretty exciting life, military service, owning your own businesses, being involved in film and acting. I mean, I think one thing that we kind of gloss over sometimes talking about this, but you do a pretty damn good job acting in a character that, you know, you were born to play, so to speak, but at the same time, you pulled it off really nice.
I did. So. Chris Fader, he's from Fall River now. He does commercials for internet in LA, but he gave me my start. But in this particular film, it wasn't acting.
Right.
It was a very emotional roller coaster. The hardest thing to do is to play yourself.
Right.
when you see me in that show where I was holding up my hand, I just stopped the production, so I lost it.
Right.
I lost it. I completely lost it. We went outside with Skip, and I wanted to shut down the whole production.
Yeah.
And he was able to smooth things over, and we went back on. So when you saw that, that's when we did a cutout for about a half hour.
This movie, I believe, was filmed, was it January of 2013, like early 2013?
It was in January during the biggest snowstorms. 2 weekends we did it, but 2 weekends was snowing. We had to cancel.
Right.
And some of the crew was in, they come from all over, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and we had a few from New York. They wouldn't take money. When they saw the script, and they couldn't take the money.
Right.
But I did manage to pay the directors and the producers, and Mary DeBerry and Skip Shea, and I believe it was William Smith, correct me if I'm wrong, he did the DP work.
Right.
Great DP.
Oh yeah, I mean this whole piece is top quality, and what I like about it is it tells the story in an untraditional way. I mean there's a lot of things I like about it, but one thing is shooting the piece resonating for me, having taught acting in so many events at the Brooklyn. What a place, a life of its own. But shooting the movie there was a smart move, I think, on Skip's part, because you kept that story, the enrichment, and the emotional content, especially for yourself. But I think everyone who was involved was really affected. And I remember it was the winter can be brutal in New England, and it has no forgiveness for people that have planned events, but everyone kind of gutted through and made this thing happen for you. I think it was a great piece.
It was a great piece, and Front Yard Productions it did all the lighting and the sound. They were just wonderful.
Right.
One of the biggest guys there, I forgot his name. He looked like he was, tough guy. He got emotional. He kind of, we were all in tune together. It worked out very, very well. We worked in the Brooklyn Coffee Tea House, and we had the staging area next door. But believe it or not, it did upset me for about a year. I was very, it puts your life out to the public.
Yeah.
And the sad part, I don't mean to take up time, and the sad part is everybody in West Warwick, when I went to the West Warwick school system, none of them knew I was adopted. I had to keep it quiet. So I felt like I lied to them. So when the film came out, it came out.
Well, Tony, we're glad to talk about it. We're going to have you on another episode to talk more about children in the asylum. Tony Demings.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure being here, Michael. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this episode of Messier Mantra with our guest, Tony Demings.